Well, on this episode of Just Trucking, we're going to talk about work-ins. When you get to a receiver, and your appointment might be for a little bit later in the day, but you don't have that written on your BOL, so you take things in your own hands. Just like that clickbait thumbnail, that's how you feel when you get told to come back in 5.5 hours when you were here a week before and they got you unloaded in about 30 minutes. So, as you can see, we are getting unloaded. Stick around, you'll see how. Sorry, it's me again. Sorry to get you. I just got off the phone with the broker. There's nothing on here for me for 4 o'clock. I know it's probably what he didn't realize that. Is there any way I could be a work-in, take my phone number? Because that's 5 hours I could be back towards my family because I live in South Carolina. I worked my butt off to get here at 2 in the morning. Reset my clock and now I'm just.
I can try and put you in now. They can work on you for an hour.
If they can.
And then we have a 12 o'clock, a 2 o'clock, and then you.
Please, yeah, anything if you can work me in. Sorry, doesn't make sense to sit out there for 5 hours.
All right, you're gonna go to door 23.
All right, thank you so much.
Do you know where that is or no?
I was here just last week, so that backside?
Yep, around
okay.
The back.
Good.
Back in, slide your tandems all the way back, disconnect and pull forward 5 to 6 feet.
Okay.
After you're done being unloaded, light will go from red to green. You'll be able to hook back up and come up here for your
Okay,
paperwork.
cool, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, so I did not call the broker. My appointment was at 4 o'clock, but it makes no sense why not to be a work-in. So this video is gonna be labeled work-ins. And she told me, hey, your appointment's not till 4, just go to park across the street, sit there and wait till 4 and come back. I was here last week and my appointment was at 2 and I was late by an hour because my airline broke or my air dryer broke and they still got me unloaded by 4. So I knew that they unloaded before then, but just be persistent, get in there. It sucks why she wouldn't disclose the information before, why I had to go and say that I called my broker and I didn't have an appointment time when I didn't. I just went back in there about 20 minutes later after she told me that. So be persistent, because that would be another 5.5 hours of me waiting out here when she could be getting me unloaded. So door 23, same door as in last week. So just be persistent. Some little bit of talking, a little bit of being nice to the security guard or the lady who checks you in could get you 5 hours back on your day. So let me get these doors open and get into door 23. So a little bit of persistence can go a long way, as you just saw. So we've been here last week. They were doing construction, but now they're all done. And we were in door 23. It's just kind of frustrating why you wouldn't just disclose that in the first place and say, hey, we'll try and work you in, give me your phone number, or one of our people might not show up, but easily could have just told me that in the beginning. But be persistent, put something in your court like, hey, I just talked to my brokerage and they apologized, they didn't give me because there was no appointment time written on the BOL. I knew it was at 4 o'clock, but it just saved me 5 hours by just simply saying, hey, they didn't know, they mixed it up. Can you please give me a work-in is what we'll call this video. Delivery work-ins, because you can be late, you can be a work-in, or you can be early and be a work-in, just to see if someone else doesn't show up, some other load doesn't get here, because this load was supposed to be here last week, so you'd think that they'd want to get it in there, but the people that run the schedule just kind of want to do what they do for their job. They don't want to be a go-getter, to be, what's the word I'm looking for, proactive, efficient, make the whole world work better. If you can do something quicker, go ahead and do it. So that's my rant for today. We're going to get to door 23, which is right there with a truck in front of it. So I'm going to have to wait for him to move. Looks like they're working on a trailer service. So I'm going to talk to these guys and tell them no rush. But I'll show you what they got. They got a truck right there. Where I'm supposed to go into door 23. Don't want to take your fender off, buddy. Get to you, can't get you. Did somebody, what happened?
They only want to pull them out 10 feet for it.
That's crazy.
Fucking thing out of the way.
Yeah, I'll pull it all the way to the front for you. What was wrong with the door? The lift just broke?
No.
No.
All PM work.
Oh, just preventive maintenance.
Yeah.
There you go. Cool. Thanks, man. Oh, there's a chalk under. You're okay.
Come out.
Yeah, it's just all sideways.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, man. Well, at least the asphalt's all done.
Yeah, it is. So is that sticky stuff that pieces it together. At least it didn't land on the sneakers. I just made marks in it.
There you go. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. I'll let you know when I'm done.
Okay. 25 minutes later, we're unloaded. Just a little persistence, guys. All it takes. I know we got schedules and times and appointments, but you're a live unload. You should take a little priority. It's your truck. It's your business. Got to go put something else in a trailer or get back to your family so that you can get something else down by them. All right. Pull this landing gear up. Get this trailer attached. All right, we're attached. Here's a couple loads. It's about noon right now out here, and there's some good loads up here. Just made an offer on one for JB Hunt. Got called within 20 seconds of making the offer. I think this guy's 12 o'clock. So, real nice of them to get me in there. Just doesn't make any sense, but it's nice they worked me in. So, she called and told me they only have $14.50 in the load, of course, and I'm offering 23. It's going down to Atlanta. It's a 2-day drop. It doesn't make sense, guys, to take that cheap of a run down there. 14's okay, but for 2 days, it's 800 miles, so you can't even make it in one day. But if I'm gonna put that on my trailer, it's only 26,000 pounds, but it's gonna have to be in the $2,000 range to go to Atlanta, especially right now what's going on. So here's those two loads, little screenshots of them, and then I'll come back to you. And those are some pretty good loads, but you got to be getting paid, especially if you're going to go into the Bronx or go into Atlanta. So just get what you're worth, get the stuff off your trailer, and you get in there and get my paperwork. But that was super nice of them or nice of her to get me off. Unloaded. Let's go in and get that paperwork. Hello, is anybody in there? Sorry, thank you. Door 23. I was just wondering if I can get my BOL. Thank you. I know it's lunchtime. The call box out here is lacking power. Thank you so much. Have a great one. Thank you. It just says Coyote on the top, and I think I ripped off those side things. That's the only reason I know.
Sorry about that.
No worries.
Both did the same door there.
Yep. Sage Robinson. Thanks so much for getting me unloaded. Thank you. Always check your BOL before you walk out. 84 degrees out here at Mountaintop, PA. Hung out for about 45 minutes. Messed around with a couple loads on the boards. JB Hunt load. They had a girl call me right after I bid on it the first time, saying they only had 15 in it. Then I guess the account representative called me. His name was Josh, and he said can't do anything more than 18 on it. He said 17, then he came up to 18. I said I'll do it for 2. He said he's gonna bounce that load, or push back is what he used the term as, and then he has 2 other ones on there, so he's just trying to play hardball. So I'm leaving Mountaintop. Once I leave the area, I pretty much don't like to backtrack and go back. It's kind of just a thing I don't like to do. So another load at CH Robinson. It's going right by my house, but it's a Dollar General distribution center. They don't take you early, and they take exactly 2 hours. I've been there probably 4 or 5 times, so. And it doesn't drop till 6 o'clock at night, so I won't be able to put anything on the trailer for that day, so probably go have pool time with the kids if I take that. But that's what you got to kind of weigh these things out. Do you want to put 40,000 pounds on a trailer, take it down the gorges, and beat up your truck? Or do you want to just deadhead and empty to a better market? And I just really wish PA, if we all worked on it, we could bring PA's market up, because I mean, this is $2 a mile still at $1,400, and Nick, my broker guy, is saying it's a $500 loss for the company, so that means it's only a $900 load usually, or what they say the market is. So I know we can do better than that. We all got to work together on that, and just deadhead out, don't take the loads, like they said. Well, like I say, I mean, that's the only thing that's going to bring these loads up. But we'll see what happens. I'm going to get down here to 80. And then 81's only about 2 miles, so I'll email again, see if we can do, I'll take it for 16, but he's saying 14. I mean, do I take it for 14, $2 a mile, get back home, but it's 40,000 pounds? I don't know, because I know I can get 14 easy out of back home, or even $1,000 on 100 miles. That's the hard part of it. You can get $1,000 on 100 miles, or you can go 650 miles, 42,000 pounds for $1,400. That's the thing. So, do I head to a better market, or I don't know, just spitballing some stuff, talking to you about how my mind works. It's $1,400, 42,000 pounds, 650 miles, and it's 6 p.m. drop. These are the things you got to think about when you come out here. Do you just deadhead to a better market, or do you take it? All right, I think I'm going to stop at Wendy's, get a couple chicken sandwiches. Dining room is closed. Not happening. So, sucks for truck drivers. It walks pretty far, too. It's okay. Get on the road, find a truck stop. I'm not that hungry, but I love those chicken sandwiches, 2 for $5. Let's play Frogger again. Oh yeah. On my walk back here, got a couple emails in my pocket. Checked them just now when I got back to the truck from Wendy's after playing Frogger. Didn't get hit, obviously, but my rep Nick guy is kind of mad that so on C.H. Robinson's app, there'll be the load, and then there'll be a name of a rep that you can directly email to him. And I always delete that email and email Nick, my guy that I work with a lot back home in Greenville. And then I also email the person who owns the load. And so that person that owns the load didn't respond until just now before I went to Wendy's, which is right across the street. And Nick's been trying to work it. And Nick's saying he can only get 14, best he can get. So I said 16 to that guy too. And he said, can you do 14 or 15? And I said, no, 16, man, that's what I'll run it for. Or I'll just go back down the mountain. And he came back within like 30 seconds and said, sure, you got it. It's booked. And so I got the email confirmation for the load confirmation. So that's what I was hoping for this load. And then Nick emailed me right back and said, you really just booked this with somebody else? And my response was just, why would you be mad at that? I got what I wanted for it. I got the 16. So I don't know the whole schematics of it, but Nick didn't own the load. So this other guy, Jeff, owns the load. So that, I think Jeff can get more money out of it because he's the owner of it. So Nick probably was going to get, I don't know, $200-300 as a a split for brokering it with having me. So that guy just took a long time to respond. Otherwise, I might have got it right off the bat without having to contact Nick. But no hard feelings, Nick. If you watch the channel, I thank you for everything you do for my family. But it's $200. That's fuel money. That's more than fuel money for me to get down this mountain and back to my family. So God bless, man. God bless you, Nick. No hard feelings, man. Just it's business. $200 is $200. That's more than enough fuel. All right, let's go get the pickup. Just proves my point about the brokerages and the apps tracking you. So I'm finally leaving. I'm getting on the road. I'm 21 miles away from the next pickup, which is awesome for Deadhead. And as now that I'm leaving Mountaintop and getting out of the area and I'm on the highway, Coyote calls me on this load that I've been bidding on, and they kept declining. And it was a 2-drop up by Knoxville, Tennessee area, and it was like 20,000 pounds. It was a little bit lighter, but it was 2 drops. And they were 2 days, so it would be tomorrow and the next day, which they were only like 50 miles away, so you probably could have done them the same day. So that's why I was interested in it. But once I started leaving Mountaintop, phone rings, Coyote, hey man, see if you're still interested in this load. It just shows you that they're tracking you. They're seeing that you're just staying there where you're at. Once you start to leave that area, they can still track you because it's always on location services. And it's sad, but that's the game. You're going to be playing the game out here. And just like I said about my buddy Nick, I'll show you the email. Or maybe I won't. I just won't disclose what he says. But he actually got credit for the load. I'll show you what he said about it, but I won't show you the whole interaction. That it's a dog-eat-dog world on the brokerage side too, with the split and with the ownership of the load. So he ended up getting it because I guess that guy didn't tell him the whole truth that he could get 16 out of the load. So he went to the carrier rep with that, and he got it. So come on, minivan, hit the fuel, hit the gas. Like we're coming to a complete stop because you know freeway. But yeah, so it's crazy. Location services, it's all a game, guys. It's a waiting game. They make to see if you're who's gonna turn first in chicken. So stick to your guns. I got the 16 is what I wanted out of it. I wanted 18, but 16 is good coming back down the mountain from PA. But if we all do this, we will bring those rates back up, and it won't be this hard, and you won't have to sit around for that long waiting for someone to come to what you want. So long video today, but hopefully we're learning something. Up here before, nice little trifecta though. We got McDonald's, Burger King over here, and then you got Love's right across the street. Chose the McDonald's parking lot because it was wide open, and Love's looks packed. And look at my trucks are getting fuel. Whew. So I don't know, 2 for 5 at 2 for 6 at Burger King or Arby's. That's the choice. I think I'm gonna go Arby's. And play some more Frogger. Beep. Right, here we are. Just got off 80. It's about 0.5 miles off of 80. Little daycare there, and looks like, I think it's, well, it says Smuckers, but who knows? Let's see what we got. 6650 Low Street. It's gonna be heavy, so what is it gonna be? Oh, it's 6670 is Smuckers, so what's 6650? Oh, okay, it still is Smuckers. It says Distribution Center, 6650 Low Street. Shipping and receiving. So is that right here, or is that further down? I think that's right here. It says Distribution Center, says 6650. Pet food and pet snacks. I had no idea Smuckers made pet food and pet snacks. This does not look like a place where trucks go. Let's see. Alright, signs on the left say keep moving. No traffic. Keep left. Slow. No idling. Diesel powered vehicles over 5 tons. Alright, there's a truck over there. Now it's a matter of, do they load us before 7 o'clock? Let's see. In traffic only, ship receiver's office. There's a little zero turn, guy with the headset on. Hanging out, alright. Driver entrance, alright, mask on, let's check in. Not gonna happen, not gonna load me before 7. They said come back at 7, so. And they just did, they said go back to the truck stop or whatever, so I found their drop yard. So I'm kind of a company driver now, so I'm gonna drop my trailer, and down the road they have a pretty cool park that's right on the river. So let's drop our airbags and go check that out, because I'm not gonna just hang out for 3 hours in my truck, especially when there's that pretty of a river right there. Always keep a beach towel in your truck and some board shorts, because you never know when you're gonna be in the middle of Pennsylvania. You might need them. We're gonna go check out the river. Not a bad walk. And only about 0.5 miles from the little baseball field over there. 0.5 miles from that pickup. Have you ever been to the Susquehanna River? Me neither, but I'm about to. See how deep that water is. Let's see how cold that water is. Well, that's gonna wrap it for today's video. Thanks for sticking around. This water's a little shallow, but now you and I both have been to Susquehanna. I hope I'm saying that right, river. Came across that bridge. Concept of the video, getting unloaded, being a work-in. We're not getting to be a work-in on the pickup, obviously, but you wanna be a work-in when you get dropped if you can at all possible. Make all the moves you can to get it off your trailer, because then it opens up the avenues, opens up your trailer for getting something else on there. So that's it. Don't know if that exchange between the two brokers that we had earlier was genuine or not, but he did seem to think that I had called in and booked it for 14 behind his back, which I wouldn't do that to you. So you're always looking out for me, Nick. Thanks a lot, man. And no, I just always email a couple people. I email a person who owns the load, and I email my broker who takes care of me on a regular basis. So got it booked either way, and very blessed to live in such a beautiful country. I hope that everyone else is having a beautiful Wednesday is what it is today. And God bless. Keep breathing, keep having fun, and do good for others.